ॐ दक्षिणस्य समारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता स्मर्या गुरुपरम्परा श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। परिज्ञानाश्रम श्रीगुरुशङ्कर परिज्ञानाश्रम शङ्कर सद्गुरु केशववामन कृष्णपाण्डुरङ्ग आनन्द परिज्ञान गुरु सद्यो जात शङ्कर सद्गुरु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्. So we are now almost coming to the end, almost landing at the end of Vishnusahasranama, and we have completed the 825th Nama, which ended the 88th Stotra last time. And now we are finding that a lot of repetitions are there, either in the meaning of the name or in the name which means a different thing. Though we have already seen in these 800 names, whatever has to be talked about the very Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu, and also his Leela, whatever we call as the Avatara Leela, has been talked about. And Bhagwan Vishnu as Jagat, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Karana Rupa Vishnu. And the various gunas of Lord Vishnu as Ananta Kalyana Guna Sagara, different gunas of Lord Vishnu. All these things have been talked about. All the names have got a Vedic background, Vedantic background. Many of the names are the names which are suggesting the Swarupam of Lord Vishnu as nothing but Brahman. Atma Swarupam, Brahma Swarupam is the very Swarupam of Lord Vishnu. That is what is being talked about here. And let us go now. Maybe we have another 4 sessions left where we'll be completing this entire Vishnusahasranama Vichara. Now we will go to the 89th verse. We completed the 88th verse last time. We'll go to the 89th verse. Let's read this. सहस्रार्ची सप्तजिह्वः सप्तैधा सप्तवाहनः अमूर्तिरनघोचिन्त्यो भयकृद् भयनाशनः. So again, there are certain aspects, certain namas here which are talking about the manifestation of Lord Vishnu. Certain words which are talking about the very nature or swarupam of Lord Vishnu. They're all mixed up. Every stotra has a mix-up of all these things. So let's see word by word what is meant here. Number 1, 826 Nama. Sahasrarchihi. Archi means rays. Sahasra Archihi means the one who is manifesting or who radiates in thousands of rays, countless number of rays, like the rays of the sun. Sun rays are countless. They come out in countless ways, thousands of rays of sun, which are life givers, which are energy givers. Sun, with all its energy, the rays, it literally gives nutrition to the whole universe. It nourishes the whole universe. So, Sahasrani Anantani Archishi Yasya, Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, for whom there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of rays, Archihi, which come out in the form of the rays of the sun, in the form of the rays of the moon. Sometimes we find that even the distant stars are showing rays which we can see. So all the objects which are radiant objects, the objects which are actually the Dhyotanavan objects, from whom, like the sun, the moon, the stars, even the Vidyut you can take, all those rays of light that come out are nothing but Lord Vishnu, manifesting in the form of Sahasrarchihi, thousand rayed one, who manifests, nourishes the entire universe in the form of thousands of rays of Lord Sun. That's why Sun is called as Surya Narayana. The that Surya Narayana who is actually Pratyaksha Narayana. We can't see Pratyaksha Vishnu, but Surya is our Pratyaksha Narayana. Then 827, Saptajivha, the one who has got 7 tongues. Here Bhagwan Vishnu is explained in the form of Agni Devata. Because we have seen many earlier also, as Jalarupa, Lord Vishnu has been explained. As Vayurupa, Lord Vishnu has been explained. Now, as Agni Rupa also, Havyavahana, it was talked about earlier. So, as Agni. So, when he talks about Sahasrarchi, Agni also you can say as a Sahasrarchi, Saptajivaha. In the Mundakopanishad, you might remember that Agni, suppose well lit Agni has 7 types of flames or tongues. Saptajivas, they are called as. What are these Saptajivas? Kali, Karali, Manojava, Sulohita, Dhumravarna, Spullingini, Vishwarupi. We have seen that already. They are given names depending upon the type of flame. Different names are given. So a 7-tongued Lord is Lord Agni. And who is Bhagwan Vishnu? Manifesting in the form of the 7-tongued Agni, Agni Swarupa. Then Saptaidhaha, Saptaidhaha. Again, the meaning is the same. The one who has 7 flames. Edhas means flame. Edhas also means fuel. So the one who manifests as 7 flames. So Saptaidha. The one who has 7 flames. Sapta Edhas also means nothing but the fuel. Agni, who's able to take up all kinds of fuel. And also, Saptaidaha also indicates Atma, or it indicates this, Atma, which is able to absorb the 7 fuels that are coming from the sense organs that are there on the face. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and 1 tongue. Whatever all these sense organs can gather from the world, they are called as the 7 types of fuel, which ultimately go into the Atman. Atma Swarupa is that which absorbs all the 7 types of fuel. So Saptaidha can mean all these things. Remember, only one name, that's enough. Saptaidha means As Agni, it has got 7 flames. Or as Agni, it swallows different types of fuel, 7 types of fuel. Or it can mean Atma Swarupa, which absorbs ultimately into which all the sense organs are reporting their different things that they have absorbed from the world as yedhas or as fuel to the Atma. Then 8 to 9. Saptavahanaha. Vahana. The one who has 7 vahanas. Here, vahana means horse. The 7-horsed chariot. The one who is sitting in the chariot which is drawn by 7 horses. Rathaswami. Vishnu is the Rathaswami who is sitting in the Ratha. And this Ratha is pulled by 7 horses. So he's a Saptavahanaha, the one who has got 7 horses for his Ratha. And this is who? Again representing Bhagwan's Sun. Lord Sun is being represented by this. Surya Narayana is talked about here as that Surya who is depicted as having 7 vahanas, or the one who's having 7 horses. Now, there is a very interesting interpretation. I must tell this because it's a very interesting way of interpreting it. Vedas are considered to be like the Ratha. Vedas. And Bhagwan Vishnu is the one who's seated in the Vedas. And these Vedas are drawn by or expressed by 7 types of chandas. 7 important types of chandas are there. Gayatri chandas is there. Anushtup chandas is there. Trishtup chandas is there. Jagati chandas is there. And then we have got Brihati chandas. Then we have got the Ushnik chandas. So, 7 chandases, chandamsi, 7 chandas or meters who are actually expressing the Vedas. And who is Lord Vishnu? The Veda Purusha. Veda Purusha who is actually residing in the chariot called as Veda, driven by the 7 types of chandas, the meters which express the Vedas. But if you remember as Saptavahana as representing Lord Sun, that is also more than enough. Then comes the 83830 name, Amurtihi. We have seen this name earlier, I think 4-5 sessions ago, isn't it? Sahasramurtihi, Anantamurtihi, Vishwamurtihi, then Amurtihi. This Lord Vishnu who manifests as the entire universe of names and forms is actually in his Swarupam is Amurtihi. Murti means a solid form. When Lord Vishnu manifests as the whole Jagat, he is called as Vishwamurti, Virat Swarupa. The very Murti is the Virat Swarupa with limbs, hands and limbs and parts, a Murti. Vishwamurti, Sahasramurti. We have seen this, manifesting in millions of names and forms. But who is ultimately Lord Vishnu? Ultimately, by his nature, he is Amurtihi. What is the meaning of Amurtihi? The one who has no name, the one who has no form, who is of the nature of mere existence consciousness. Satta Rupena Vartate, Chitrupena Spurtirupena Vartate. Satrupena Chitrupena Vartate. No kind of a murti or a solid object of perception. Therefore, he is called as Amurtihi or the formless. Bhagwan Vishnu manifests in thousands of forms. But basically, by nature, he is formless. Then comes 831, Anaghaha. Anaghaha, we have already seen this name. Krishna uses this name to address Arjuna, He Anagha. Anagha means what? Paparahitaha. The one who is not afflicted by any papa. Here, Anagha means Lord Vishnu is not afflicted by punya or papa. Punya is also a type of papa only. Punya also binds me with sukha. Papa binds me with dukkha. If dukkha is samsara, sukha is also a kind of samsara only. So who is Anagha? Dharma dharma rahitaha, anyatra dharmat anyatra adharmat. In Kathopanishad we saw. The one who is not afflicted by dharma adharma, papa punya, or by any kind of sorrow. No bhaya, no dukkha, no moha. Shoka moha rahitaha. Raga shoka moha rahitaha. Therefore he is called as Anaghaha. Being formless, as we saw earlier, Amurtihi, he is not afflicted by anything. Only that which has a form gets afflicted. Formless Amurti, Lord Vishnu, cannot get afflicted by anything. Therefore, he is called as Anaghaha. Then 832, Achintyaha. If Lord Vishnu is formless, he cannot be thought of as an object. Therefore, he is Achintya. Achintya means that which the mind cannot think of. Okay? That vacha, manasa, it can't be expressed in words, cannot be perceived by the mind because there is no form. Therefore, he is Achintya. The one who cannot be thought about as a form. The one who can be contemplated upon as myself, that is there. That's also a thought. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Ishvaraha Asmi. That is also a thought. But it is a thought of abheda between me and Ishvara. But I cannot comprehend Bhagwan Vishnu as an object by the mind. Therefore, he is called as Achintya. So these four names, Amurtihi, Anaghaha, Achintyaha, they all are talking about the formless Lord Vishnu. Then 833, Bhayakrit, the one who causes fear. Can Lord really cause fear? That's why we have a very common term, God fearing. Is it really necessary to fear God? It is when the jiva is not leading a life of dharma and lives a life of adharma, that adharma itself creates the fear, because Lord Vishnu is karma phala data. And as a karma phala of adharma, I am definitely going to get papa and bhaya. Therefore, Lord Vishnu as a karma phala data is a source of fear for the adharmic people, not for the dharmic people. If he is bhayakrit, then next nama, bhayanashanaha. He is the only one who can remove my fears. If I have the anusmaranam of the Lord, whoever is my Ishtadevata, Lord Vishnu as Ishvara, if I have my Ishtadevata, whatever it is, I do the smaranam, anusmaranam of that Lord. You are with me always, O Lord. I carry you in my heart always. Whatever I do it taking you with me. I don't know what is happening is right or wrong. My mind is capable of thinking, my intellect is capable of guiding me only to a certain extent based on its vasanas, based on its previous experiences. You are there with me. You will guide me. You will help me to go through this, whatever it is. This is Anusmaranam. And when this Anusmaranam is there, when Lord Vishnu is with me as Anusmaranam, there is no fear. I am doing what is expected out of me. Whatever is Ishvara Sankalpa, whatever is my Prarabdha, I am playing that role. but Lord is with me. This Anusmaranam is the cause for fearlessness. I do whatever is to be done fearlessly. So if an adharmic person, for an adharmic person, Bhagwan Vishnu is a bhayakrit. For a dharmic person, the one who has the surrender to Lord Vishnu and has the Anusmaranam of Lord Vishnu all the time, there is no question of any bhaya. Whatever I do it fearlessly. I'm not bothered about the results. What I do now may not be the right thing. I may not get the right result. I don't know. This is what right now I think is the right thing to do out of my previous experience with this limited mind. But Lord, Hey Bhagwan, you are with me. This Anusmaranam makes me act fearlessly. And that fearlessness is not a question of manitvam or dambitvam. I can do it. I'm always very good at it. I have always solved a problem. I have never failed. No, it's not that kind of a manitvam, but a surrender to the Lord, that Lord is by my side and I don't have to fear anything. This is Bhaya Nashana. Now let's go to the 90th verse. Just 10 verses, 18 verses more we have. अणुर्बृहत्कृशस्थूलः गुणभृद्निर्गुणो महान् अधृतस्वधृतस्वास्यः प्राग्वंशो वंशवर्धनः. Anuhu 835. Anuhu, subtlest, as subtle as an atom. Anoraniyan mahato mahiyan. We have seen that so many times before. Anoho aniyan. Subtler than the subtlest. Subtler than the very space itself. So what is Bhagwan? He is the very Anu Swarupa. Anu means literally it means an atom. But actually speaking, Anu means a very subtle thing. Subtler than the subtlest. Anoho aniyan. Subtler than the subtle. Mahato mahiyan. Bigger than the biggest. That which is consciousness swarupam, existence swarupam, that which is formless is Anoho aniyan. Mahato mahiyan. Bhagwan is the subtlest. At the same time, Brihat, Brihat, it is bigger than the biggest. Something which is smaller than the smallest, something which is bigger than the biggest. What does it mean? It is not matter. Matter can have a limit in its smallness, like an atom is still matter. Subatomic particles are still matter, subtlest matter. But the energy which is there is beyond matter. Correct? Biggest is also matter. But if there is something which is bigger than the biggest, smaller than the smallest, Mahato Mahiyan, Anoho Aniyan, then it cannot be matter principle. A matter principle is limited in size. It is non-matter, consciousness, existence, all-pervading consciousness, which is subtler than an anu, an atom, bigger than the biggest, Brahat. So, Anoho Aniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. Kathopanishad, we have seen that. Yesho Anuratma Chetasa Veditavyaha. Mundakopanishad also we saw. This is Anuhu Atma. This cannot be known as an object. Chetasa Veditavya. This Atma can only be understood. It cannot be objectified. Yesha Anuratma Chetasa Eva Veditavya. That's what we saw in Mundakopanishad. Anoraniyan Mahato Mahiyan. We saw that in Kathopanishad earlier. Then 837, Krishaha, the one who is thin. That which is thin is also Bhagwan. Then Sthulaha 838. That which is the content of everything fat is also Bhagwan. That behind the thinness, you can, just like you say, subtler than the subtlest, you can say thinner than the thinnest. Okay, if you cut a hair split into 1,000 parts, there is something like that also in the Upanishads. Brahman is something subtler than that. Therefore, thinner than the thinnest, because it's not a matter. Sthulaha, the one who is gross, the one who manifests as the Virat Swarupa, Vishwa Swarupa, Anantamurti, Vishwamurti, Sahasramurti. So the one who is manifesting in various forms, Sthula Rupena, Virat Rupena, they go together, these two names. Okay, that is Krishaha and Sthulaha. Krishaha asthulam, it is said in Upanishads. Asthulam, that which is not sthulam. Then sthulam, that which is bigger than the biggest, fatter than the fattest. So anoho aniyan, mahatoho mahiyan, when you say similarly, thinner than the thinnest, fatter than the fattest, because it's not a matter at all. It's consciousness. Then these four names again can be taken as the Swarupa Lakshanam of Lord Vishnu. Then 839, Gunabhrit. Gunabhrit, the one who is the locus of all the gunas. Why? The gunas are permutation and combination of sattva, rajaha and tama, isn't it? The three gunas are sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. And there are various combinations of these three, giving rise to various shades of gunas and attitudes in us. Agree? We are not totally sattvic, never. We are never ever totally rajasic, never ever totally tamasic, except when we are in deep sleep for a few hours in a day. Otherwise, we are a mixture of everything. Therefore, all together. So, all these gunas, Bhagwan Vishnu is the Adhishtanam of Maya, Adhishtanam of the three gunas. Trigunatmika Maya is Brahman's Shakti. Trigunatmika Maya is supported by Lord Vishnu, but not affected by any of the gunas. Though Bhagwan Vishnu is the Adhishtanam of all the three gunas, Bhagwan Vishnu is Gunatitaha. Gunatitaha. Therefore, he is Gunabhrit, means he is the Adhishtanam, the Adharam, the support, the Sat behind all the three gunas, unafflicted by any one of them. Next, 840. Nirgunaha. Immediately see. Gunabhrit, the one who is the supporter of all the gunas. At the same time, he is Nirgunaha. He is free from all the gunas. It's only somebody or something which is free from all the gunas can support all the gunas. We find such names in many Sahasranamas. Nirmoha Mohanashini, Nirmada Madanashini, Nissamshaya Samshayagni. Okay? The one who has no doubts only can clarify samshayas. The one who is nirmoha only can destroy the moha in others. Similarly, Gunabhrit Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, is actually Gunatitaha Nirgunaha. 841. Mahan, the one who is great. What does it mean? The one who is free from all afflictions, the one who is free from all gunas, the one who cannot be objectified, the one who is by nature of the nature of existence and consciousness. Then comes 842. Adhritaha, the one who is not supported by anything else. That means what? Bhagwan Vishnu is the very adharam or adhishtanam of the entire universe. But he is the supportless support of everything. Now, I am sitting on this chair. The chair is my adhishtanam, adharam. I am the adheya. But this chair itself is supported by the floor of my house. Correct? The floor is supported by the house lower than below my house. Whatever is that roof of that house supporting my floor. That is supported by the pillars or walls or anything. That is supported by the earth. Superficial layer of the earth supported by deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper layers of the earth, crust of the earth, everything. Fine. But ultimately, if you go backwards, what is that support on which all these supports are based? The ultimate adhishtanam is Lord Vishnu or Ishvara Satta Rupena. And what is this support? He is, next it is said in 843, Swadhritaha, self-supporting. Adhritaha means not supported by anything. Swadhritaha, self-supporting. Absolutely independent. So only Lord Vishnu or Ishvara, Brahman is absolutely independent. There are many of us who say, I am very independent. I don't want to depend on anybody. Fine. It's a good thing to pray for that, but as long as we are in this Vyavaharika Prapancha, this body, mind, sense complex cannot live independently. Today, if I am sitting here, this body, mind, sense complex is dependent on lakhs of people who have worked for me to be here where I am today. There's only one thing which can say Swadhritaha, absolutely independent, Lord Vishnu or Ishvara, Brahman. We can say that Swadhritaha, self-sustaining. In Chandogya Upanishad, there is a dialogue between Narada and his guru Sanat Kumara, where Narada asked this question, Sa Bhagavaha Kasmin Pratishtitaha, Sa Atma Kasmin Pratishtitaha. Where is this Atma supported by whom? And Sanat Kumara says, Sve Mahimni. It is supported in its own glory, self-supporting. It is independently supporting itself. 844. Swasyaha, the one who has got a beautiful face. Asya can also mean mouth. Swasya means from the mouth of Bhagwan, the sacred Vedas came out. So the one with the beautiful face, with the beautiful mouth, from where the entire Vedic knowledge comes out. So he is called as Swasya. Then 845th name, Pragvamshaha, the original, before anything appeared. Pragvamshaha. Before anything, this Jagat appeared, before anything appeared, that which was already there in the form of existence and consciousness, in which every Vamsha or everything appeared, existed, that is Lord Vishnu or Ishvara. So he's called Prag Vamshaha. Before any race, any Vamsha, any lineage came into existence, Lord Vishnu was there. But Lord Vishnu himself is what? Agotram. Agotram. That's why in Mundakopanishad, when Brahman is described, Aksharam Brahma, Agotram, it is said, the one who has no beginning. Everything begins from there, but Ishvara has no beginning. Lord Vishnu as Ishvara has no beginning, therefore is Prag Vamsha. Then Vamshavardhanaha, the one who begins the whole universe and expands the universe. The Jagat is expanded. Here Vamsha has to be taken as Jagat. Vamsha means different lineages and different divisions of jivas. And jivas also includes in the Jagat, it's not only the living jivas, other non-living beings also. So the one who expands the entire Jagat. Vamsham prapancham vardhayan chedayan va vamshavardhanaha. Vardhanam karoti. Jagataha vardhanam. At the same time, he can also, vardhanam and also means take back also. Can take it back also. Let's come to the 91st verse now. Bharabhrit kathito yogi yogishah sarvakamadah ashrama shramana kshamaha suparno vayuvahanah. 847. Bharabhrit, the one who carries the weight of the entire universe. You know, in the Greek mythology, there is some character called as an Atlas, who's supposed to carry the entire universe on his shoulder. Bharabhrit, but the one who is the Adhishtanam of this multitude of universes, whatever is there, not one universe. There are millions of universes, millions of galaxies. The one who is actually the support of all this manifest universe. Can't even think of it. You know, our small intellects can't even think of it. So, the one who carries the whole burden of the universe. And we sometimes feel, my God, I'm carrying so much burden. Just imagine Lord Vishnu as the very Jagat, the supporter of the Jagat as Bharabhrit. Mahidharaha we saw here only. Mahidharaha, the one who literally carries the whole earth. Earth means the whole universe or Jagat. Bharakrit. Then next, 848. Kathitaha. Kathitaha means the one who is praised. We have seen entire Sahasranama is the praise of the Lord, isn't it? Entire Sahasranama anywhere is the stuti of the Lord. Stuti of Brahman, stuti of Brahman, stuti of Ishvara. Kathitaha. Vedas praise him. Shruti praise him. Smriti praise him. Puranas don't ask. The stutis of Bhagwan Vishnu in Bhagavatam and other Puranas, there is nothing but stuti. Puranas are nothing but stuti. Kathitam, the one who is praised, the one who is talked about by all the Shastras, all the sacred things which talk about is Lord Vishnu. 849. Yogi. Yogi. Yogi means what? The one who is reached by yoga. What kind of a yoga? Jnana yogena. To go to Jnana yoga, what should you do? Karma yoga, upasana yoga. Karma yogena chitta shuddhihi. Upasana yogena chitta naischalyam. Chitta shuddhi chitta naischalyena adhikara praptihi. Jnana yogyata praptihi. Jnana yogena ishvara praptihi. Brahma praptihi. Yogena, the one who is reached by yoga. Jnana yogena, direct step. Karma upasana yogena, indirectly, two-step approach, Bhagavad Gita approach. Yogena, the one who is reached. Yogaha jnanam tenaiva gamyatvat yogi, Bhagwan Shankaracharya says. Yoga here, Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, jnanam. Tenaiva. Jnanena eva gamyatvat. The one who can be reached only through jnanam. Therefore, he is called as yogi. Then 850. Yogi Shaha, the Lord of all yogis. Ultimately, a karma yogi also is offering his karma to the Lord. An upasana yogi offering his upasana to the Lord. Jnana yogi, as a jignasu, wants to know the Lord and abide in that Lord. A yogi who's doing the asanas and other things, yoga, that particular Yoga Sutra yogi, he's also ultimately trying to. So ultimately, he is the Lord of all yogis. At the same time, the Lord Vishnu also knows everything. There are no obstacles for this Lord Vishnu because he's Sarvagnya Sarvavit. Therefore, also he's called as Yogisha, Yogishaha, or Yogishvaraha. Okay. Yogisha also means the one who's gained through yoga, what we saw earlier, previously. So the yoga is also Lord Vishnu. The yogi is also Lord Vishnu. The one who follows the marga of the yoga is also Lord Vishnu. The Lord of all this is also Yogishvara, Lord Vishnu. Ishvara, Lord Vishnu. 851. Sarvakamadaha, the fulfiller of all desires. Kamadaha, fulfills all desires, depending upon whether I deserve it or not. Just because Lord Vishnu is capable of giving, fulfilling all my desires, whatever I ask for, will I get? No. I should deserve it. I should have gained that punyam from my previous karma phala. Then whatever I need to get, I will get. By praying to Lord, definitely. All the desirable objects, including moksha. That's why Bhagavan Krishna said what? Artha Bhakta, Artharthi Bhakta, Jignasu Bhakta, Jnani Bhakta, as whatever I want. My arti is fulfilled. My artha is fulfilled. If I have the jignasa to know Lord, that is also fulfilled. I want to understand myself as that Lord, that is also fulfilled. So he is Sarva Kamadaha. Ashramaha 852. The resting place, ultimately. Isn't it? Ultimately, Lord is the resting place. This samsara sagara anartha sankula, called as samsara, those who are janma mrityu jara tapta, okay, the one who are completely tired of this, the one who gives that kind of rest, the ultimate resting place is Ishvara. The ultimate ashrama is Bhagwan. Nowhere else. The ultimate ashrama. I may go to Rishikesh, stay there for 7 days, do meditation and come. But once I come back, I'm in the same samsara. That which is the ultimate abode of peace, ashrama, the resting place, where there is no shrama for the body, mind, sense complex. So he's the ultimate. Lord Vishnu is the ultimate resting place. Then Shramanaha, the one who can afflict me. If I am an adharmi, as karma phaladata, I can be punished. If I am a mani, dambi, if I have got the manitvam, dambitvam, ahankara, I can be punished. So he is the Shramanaha, or the afflictor. For whom? For an aviveki. Avivekinaha sarvan santapayati iti Shramanaha. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, santapayati literally scorches whom? An aviveki. Who's an aviveki? The one who has ahankara, who thinks that I am the doer, I am the this one, manitvam, dambhitvam, himsa, all those things, the one who are the ultimate destroyer of this Shramanaha, the afflictor. 854, Kshamaha. Kshamaha means decline. The one who causes the decline. Roga, Jara, for this body is a decline, which is also one of the laws of Ishvara. Decline in the world, the change in the world, ultimately Pralaya, that is also a decline. Therefore, Lord also presents in the form of a resolver, the one who can destroy, the one who can, degenerate things. Therefore, he is called as Kshamaha. Then, 855, Suparnaha. He is a tree with golden foliage. The one who's like a tree of life with lot of leaves. Here you have to remember the Urdhvamula Madhashakam of 15th chapter, or the Kathopanishad, which talks about the tree of samsara, where the leaves are nothing but the Vedas, the Vedapurva, the different karmas and upasanas talked about. The flowers and the fruits in the tree are the karma phalas that are born out of the karma. So he is Lord Vishnu, exists in the form of this tree of samsara, full of green leaves. That's why he's called as Suparnaha. 856, Vayuvahanaha, the one because of whom Vayu moves. Agni burns, Vayu moves, water flows, sun shines, moon shines, the earth moves, all because of Lord Vishnu as Ishvara, and therefore he is called as Vayu Vahana, because of whom Vayu moves. That means all the functionaries are doing all their jobs because of Lord Vishnu. Then we'll go to the 42nd verse. That is, 92nd verse, 92nd stotra. Dhanurdharo dhanurvedo dando damayita damaha aparajita sarvasaho niyanta niyamo yamaha. Dhanurdharaha, 857, the one who carries the bow. In Ramavatara, Lord Vishnu carried the Kodanda Pani. Lord Vishnu himself is carrying a bow which is called as Shanga, the one who's carrying the bow. It is an ayudha carried by Lord for the sake of punishing the dushtas and protecting the shishtas. Then comes 858, Dhanur Vedaha, the very Lord of the Vidya of archery. Lord Vishnu is the very, the very originator of, or the knower of, the science and art of archery. The ultimate archer, and also the one who is the knower, the originator of all sciences. He is the Dhanur Vedaha, called as Dhanur Veda. One of the Veda, there is an Upaveda. There is an auxiliary Veda called as Dhanur Veda. And all these Vedas are not separate from Ishvara. All the Vedas have come out of Ishvara. Ishvara, Lord Vishnu, has breathed out all the Vedas, including the Upavedas, the minor Vedas. Dhanur Veda is one of the Upavedas. Then comes 859, Dandaha. Dandaha means the one who is in the form of justice. We say you have to pay the danda. In Kannada it is said, and in all languages it is said, dand dena. Danda means what? Danda means justice. The one who punishes in the form of justice. Justice. That is dandaha. Because As Dhanurveda deals with the war, a Kshatriya also has to deal with punishment, dandaha. And who is it that deals as a Raja who deals with danda, the rules, the laws of Ishvara, the laws of justice, and those who do not follow pravartitam chakram, yevam pravartitam chakram, this jagat chakra, the one who is not in harmony with that is punished. The one who does not follow the laws of Ishvara gets punished. Therefore, Bhagwan Vishnu is in the form of danda. Then 800. Danda also means a stick which is also used to punish. Then Damayita, the one who wields justice. Just having justice is not enough. There should be an executor of justice, correct? Justice is there, but there should be a court, there should be a judge who executes this justice. Similarly, Danda is there. Who executes? The Damayita, the very executor of justice. He's not only in the form of justice, but he wields justice, gives justice wherever it is necessary. 861. Damaha. Dama can means two things. Indriya Nigraha also means Dama, Kshama Yes, but here Dama means the one who is in the form of punishment, the one who is in the form of Danda. Dhanurvedaha, Dandaha, Damayita, Damaha, all these are related. Okay, in Dhanurveda also, yes, in war, it's a Vidya of war. What punishment should be given to whom? So, he's a Damayita who becomes the wielder of justice and the one who is in the form of punishment also. Damaha, the one who is in the form of punishment also is Lord Vishnu. That very punishment also is Lord. The giver of punishment, the justice is Lord Vishnu. The one who wields the justice, gives the judgment is Lord Vishnu. The punishment itself is Lord Vishnu. Okay, that is it. Then comes 800 and I just remembered that one Mahapurusha, a great Bhakta who was involved in the freedom struggle of India, in Quit India movement. He was arrested and he was taken to the court. It seems he saw the judge also was Krishna. The lawyers who were trying to protect him looked like they were Lord Krishna, Lord Krishna there. The public prosecutor who was trying to prosecute this Mahapurusha was also, Krishna. And he saw that punishment also of the jail term or whatever is also like Lord Krishna. He saw the whole thing as Lord Krishna. Then where is the question of feeling bad for anything? 862 name, Aparajitaha. We have already seen this name. The one who cannot be conquered. The one who has Samagra Aishwaryam. The one who has Samagra Balam Viryam. The one who has Samagra Yashas, Samagra Jnanam, Samagra Shri, who can defeat? Bhagavan with 6 bhagas cannot be defeated by anybody. Therefore, he is Aparajitaha. Then 863, Sarvasahaha, the one who is capable of doing anything. Can't we make out the way the whole universe is, the way it is being run? The one who is capable of anything, the one who is capable of withstanding everything. Sarvasaha. And in Rudra we say, Namasahamanaya. Namasahamanaya. Sahamana, the one who can withstand everything. as the very Adhishtanam. The one who is capable of everything as Jagat Srishti Sthiti Layakarakaha. Therefore, he is Sarva Sahaha, absolutely capable, the ultimate capability. Then 864, Niyanta. What is Niyanta? The one who does the Niyantranam, the one who governs the whole universe with his various laws. Therefore, he is Niyanta. If he is Niyanta, is he bound by those rules that he makes? No. Next word says Aniyamaha. 865 says Aniyamaha. He is the Niyanta but not bound by those rules, because he is the very epitome of Dharma. Bhagwan Vishnu does not require any rules to tell him what he should do. He is the ultimate Niyanta. And that Niyanta, the very Niyamas are he, the very laws are Lord Vishnu. So no Niyama can bind him. No Niyama can bind him. Therefore, he is the Niyanta, the controller of everything, but not controlled by anything. Therefore, he is Aniyama. Then Ayamaha, 866. Ayamaha. Ayamaha means what? The one, Yamaha means what? The Lord of Death or death. Ayamaha. Lord Yama cannot touch. Why? Because Lord Yama is also a karyam of Ishvara, Brahman. Ayamaha. Najayate, briyate va kadachit. Ishvara, Brahman, is neither born nor dies. There are no vikaras. Death, ajaha, nityaha, shashvataha, purana. Okay? It's the very immortality itself. So, Yama can come and knock at anybody's doors, but Yama cannot knock at Ishvara's doors, because everything is Brahman or Ishvara. Brahman is unafflicted by anything, unafflicted by death also, unafflicted by injury, unafflicted by shoka, moha, raga, dvesha. Niramaya, the one who is absolutely untouched, unafflicted, no amayas, no afflictions at all. So is Ayamaha, because he is the very immortality on which this whole mortal universe is supported. He is the very immortal Sat Chit Ananda Rupa Atma on which the whole universe is supported. Therefore, he is a Yamaha. We'll stop with this. Om Nandantu Sadhaka Sarve Vinashyantu Vidushakaha Avastha Shambhavi Mestu Prasannostu Guru Sada Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschit Dukham Apnuyat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Tat Sat.